And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles. From the air, we're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots."
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker. In the NBA, who was your mentor?
You know, Kevin, this is going to surprise you because everybody looks at guys kind of on the court. My mentor was Manute Bol. I played nothing like Manute Bol, but I would tell you, Kevin, he was my mentor. He would grab me by the ear and twist it and tell me what I needed to do as far as a leadership standpoint.
I never would have guessed him, Smitty, never.
Kevin, I walked in with some shorts and a polo shirt in Miami. He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional. You better wear a suit." I'm like, Manute, is 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game.
I like that story.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Mitchell outside. And stolen by Cousins. Shea dishes to Bradley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Fantastic ball movement, really unselfish play by Che, but what else is new?
Over in the corner, Green. No good on the three.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And he gets it to go.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Back to Conley. Shot to stop the run. The Lakers with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Mitchell wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 5.
And for Donovan, the three really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
Here's Davis. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
I love the continued development for Anthony Davis. The three-pointer, his ball handling. Last season, a career high in assists.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And you were just talking about Davis's ball handling ability. It used to always be one dribble and up.
Yeah, because he has so much length, and that's all he needed to score over the top. Now you see him handling like a guard and going around people, and also able to change speeds and read the defense better.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Pass to Moutier. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shea inside. Pass to Bradley. Back to Shea. Goes back up. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing here by 8. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Back to Moutier. Beyond the arc. The three-pointer is right on target.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
The drive by Che. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Well, Che got on the floor for the first time last game. Coach clearly liked what he saw, enough to send Che out here for another go. Can't argue with him the way Che has played.
Nope, not at all. With the way Che came in and immediately able to... Shea left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. Very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
So on the floor for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Bradley. And it's Conley in at the 1. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Jazz trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Tries again. Shea outside. 5 to shoot. Trying to get open, it's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
He's a difficult guy to guard off the bounce. Che catches the defender a little out of position.
Well, we've now seen a steady diet of Che the last few games. I would think that he's earned a spot in the coach's rotation. Wasn't easy for him, though.
Not at all, GA, and that's just how it goes for rookies. Shea is no different. He'll continue to adjust. He'll learn on the fly, and we could see even more of him later in the year.
Mitchell's really been working on getting free off the ball and being accurate off the catch and shoot.
Shea with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Makes it off the glass. Shea's got 9.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovic. Bradley kicks to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. The pass to Bradley. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
The Jazz have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Shea inside. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And that's 10 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
In the corner, it's James. Uncovered. And another basket for the Lakers.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Ball up for the Jazz. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Bradley, and Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle. What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Pass to Bradley. And stolen by Che. And the dunk by Che.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Conley finds Bogdanovic. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Offensive rebound. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Ingles can't get it to go.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Howard, good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Right side, Bogdanovic. Left side, Bradley. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And it's Shea missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
When Gordon Hayward left the Jazz, three summers ago, some expected a rebuild. Instead, they hit gold with Donovan Mitchell and kept on trucking.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for Green. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Mitchell passes to Conley. Now here's Bradley. 5 on the clock. The Jazz with another miss. And the heartbreak over losing Hayward. Short-lived, but the Jazz still needed to learn from it.
Very important that the Jazz retain the stars they developed. I think there were some lessons learned along the way.
Conley dishes to Bradley. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his second from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Shea outside. Cousins trying to free himself up. And Shea gets it to go. Shea's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Here's Bradley, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Now here's Shea. He's tightly guarded. There's the feed to Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cousins has got 11 points.
Brute strength of Cousins. Defenders draped all over him, and he simply brushes them off.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Three from the inbound. The second chance effort. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points.
Kevin, thanks. A double-double for you, Che, at the half. You know they're going to try and stop you the second half. How do you adjust?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with the double.
Here's Moutier. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Out left to the wing. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No good with the triple. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shea outside. Passes it to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Exum. He's got 5, and the wide open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range. Shea outside. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Exum. There's Green with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. And Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Bradley with some nice D.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Exum kicks to Green. Here's Moutier. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 8 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Shea with it. Now defended by Exum. Count it. 19 points for Shea.
Wow, what an evening Chase had. Unstoppable and relentless at the offensive end.
Pass to Moutier. Shoots a 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Shea drives in. He doesn't hit that one. And Utah the other way now. Here's Moutier. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
One shot.
A free throw good from Moutier. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Here's Green. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Che. He's got 19. Floats it up for Cousins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 16-6 run. And Cousins comes over to help. Here's Bradley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Che outside. Shot clock at 6. Bradley with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Green taking his time here. Over to the wing. Moutier with the ball. He's got 14. And Exum gets it to go on the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists in the game. 1:25 left to play in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dante Exum.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che a very difficult guy to defend.
The Lakers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Here's Bradley. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
1:03 left in the third. A nice shot by Che. Che's got 23.
You can't ask for more than that. Offensively, Che getting the high percentage look.
Utah is shooting 40% from the field. Moutier against Caldwell Pope. Moutier pass to Davis.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.
Hey, Shaq.
Hey, great win, fellas. Great win. Good game. Good.
Big game tonight, Jay. Grabbing the first double-double of your career. How does it feel?
It feels great, Ted. It shows me. I think so. I know some people might shy away from making predictions like.
Thanks, Jay. That's it from me.
Anyone else? Yeah, it's
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jay. I was really sure.
Starting with Jacob Snags 1 playing Puma Mania. With the hesitation, rises over the defender for the W. Ending that game emphatically. Now, it's Scary Poppins revving up in Formula 2K. Protecting the rim and throwing down the 360 lob. Crossing the finish line in style. Finesse.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. We are near.
Well,
indeed, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. A look at the Lakers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. I think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly.
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches. And you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team. And the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
And it's Rozier missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
LeBron passes to Cousins. Shea right side. And Shea throws it down.
Well, there's an intimidation factor to Shay's game. I mean, you see the talent, but also the intensity.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Biyombo with it. No points in the game yet for him. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Bradley. That shot, no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
To the left wing. Bridges, no one around him. Cans it from downtown.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Now here's Shea. 23 points for him the last game against Utah. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
When Cousins has the rock inside, he's ridiculously efficient. He just has such power when he has the ball down low.
He hits both from the stripe.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. You got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. The dish to Monk. Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Lakers. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And, Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Rozier, the pass to Washington. Poke loose. It's stolen by Bradley. Pass break. The Lakers. It's deflected.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Now the Lakers on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Miles Bridges. For Los Angeles, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And players by and large really respect Che's thoughtfulness. I mean, he has an expansive worldview and is willing to express it.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Bradley. The Hornets also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Washington. And stolen by Che. And here we go. Che heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Che.
Well, that sequence was all started because of Che's recognition skills. I mean, he has a good sense for when to gamble for a steal.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Over to the left wing. For 3, Bridges. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Che. Defense right on him. Count it. Good.
And you love this with Che, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Monk, no one around him, and it's the Hornets, another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving.
Shooting 2.
A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
right
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Kuzma. A stupendous finish in traffic. Kuzma's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On for 3. They grab their own miss. Another shot. McGee with the block.
And we mentioned McGee's outstanding length. And there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Second chance shot. And it's Che missing. The Hornets shooting 45% from the field early. Bridges passes to Rozier. And the Hornets miss again.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
The drive by Che. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 1 for 3. Rebounded by McGee. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Kuzma finds Cousins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 2.
With overpowering strength and athleticism, Cousins is a handful to deal with around the rim.
Here's Monk, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Charlotte shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
this point in his career, Williams knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. You love that about him. He focuses on playing within the system.
The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Drops in the tray.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just... LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, at the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Hernan Gomez, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Williams. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the one spot. And Murray's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will conclude a three-game homestand.
Making a play off the bounce, on the move. Shea is extremely active.
So it's the Hornets now, trailing by 2. Off the inbound pass, Williams, and Williams is right there.
Well, over time, I would say Williams has morphed into a reliable small/power forward, especially in his rebound.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Williams dishes to Graham. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. And it's Graham missing. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow, well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one, because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic, how about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man. His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Free throw, good. Shea.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you.
And after watching Willie Hernangomez, I mean, play a few seasons, it is clear he has skills on the offensive end. It's the rest of his game that needs a little bit of rounding up.
Passes to Che. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Che's got 26 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
As you mentioned, Hernangomez is a good option, Chris, for points at the center spot, but defensively still a work in progress.
Yeah, he has the potential to be a starting center at some point. You see the flashes on defense and with rebounding, but he'll just be a spot-up player until he can be a difference maker in those areas on a nightly basis.
Lakers leading by 5. Che passes to Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Hey, man, put the ball in the hands of your best decision maker and let them make a play. Che with the slick dive.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Graham. 6 to shoot. From the corner. The Lakers with the rebound. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
He's a strong performer, night in and night out. Che taking it up a notch in this one.
And there's the pass to Hernangomez. And finished off by Hernangomez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Rozier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too. You have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
The drive by Che. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Che's got the lead back up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Graham kicks to Rozier. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Now, here is Hernangomez. Covered by Che. It's good. That's 7 points for Williams.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
And Los Angeles will go. So it's the Hornets now. Bridges for 3. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 14 points.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Thanks, guys. Huge first half for you, Che. You carried the load for your team. What can we see from you in the second half?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. James checked in for Danny Green. Hornets trail by 10. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Che. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And that one's good to go from Che. Che's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts when you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he's such a presence for them inside.
No questions. He blocks shots, controls the glass, does everything asked of him and more.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, last season, Kev, Malik Monk got more chances on the floor. He still showed a bit of inconsistency, and that's going to be something that he'll have to smooth out with time.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Rozier against Rondo. Monk for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Howard, the pass to Che. Clock at 4. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Che's got 8 points here in this quarter. And Chris, you forget just how young Monk was when he came into the NBA.
Yeah, true. His game was very raw, and it's still a work in progress. But you see the flashes of what he's capable of. And Kevin, ultimately, you want him to be better on the defensive end as well.
Down low. Hernan Gomez kicks to Rozier. Monk for 3. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. Che drives in. Howard can't hit.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
And the dunk by Che.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Hits the three-point bomb. Rozier's got 6.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Rondo dishes to Che. Inside, Howard. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Rozier against Rondo. On its way from Monk for 2. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Rondo.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I'll tell you what, that was explosive. Shea saw a lane and didn't hesitate.
Hornets trail by 16. Rozier with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. Davis gets a wide open look. No good from outside.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Monk. Passes it to Rozier. Takes the three. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Monk kicks to Hernan Gomez. Rozier against Davis, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Pass to Monk. And the pass to Williams. Back to Monk. Will it go? That one doesn't go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Down low. And there's Rozier on the assist by Monk. Monk's got his 5th assist in this one.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
A nice shot by Shea. Shea's got 46 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Biyombo, no luck. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injury.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Shea drives in, and he converts the layup. Shea's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And here is Graham. He's got 8 for 3. Bridges. The Lakers with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Goes back up. Tries again. And it's Shea missing. Hornets trail by 19. Here's Rozier, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous leaping ability.
The drive by Shea, and Shea throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Bridges dishes to Graham. Pass to Rozier. Here's Biyombo. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. He dishes it to Graham. 2 points. That one goes. Graham's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The drive by Che.
I like that. Rely on Che's instincts and his ability to make plays.
Rozier with the ball. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams. And here are the Hornets now. Here's Graham. So it's Los Angeles winning this one.
So once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K. Hey, man, this is Kenny, man. I thought your coach did a great job on the offense. And
Che, talk about your defense.
Winning the turnover battle is huge, Patty. I'll put it this way. I'm ready to take.
Good stuff. Anything else?
Today, I'm gonna hand you the controller. I got a little challenge for you. So all you have to do is beat Anthony Davis, anybody but all-time Heat LeBron.
Oh my God.
You gotta go up against AD.
Ooh. Yeah, we can just go Giannis.
Giannis, I like it. I like it.
I don't really know how to use him either, but it's time to find out.
All right, Giannis backing down AD.
Green.
Nice, green, look at that, right off the start. 2-1. You're in good shape.
I can't play any defense, though.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Los Angeles.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant is out there with Iguodala. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, Davis and James checked in for the Lakers. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, what's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track?
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media. There are some teams, you watch them, guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench. No one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
Bradley passes to Che. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's James. Rejected by Crowder. And Memphis with another turnover here. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
I think they had some key takeaways from that one. Things they did well and things they can improve upon.
And there it is for him.
Shea got thumped on that play. Hard to knock him off balance.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's Morant in the corner. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. 6 points for Ja Morant.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
In the corner, Bradley with it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Iguodala finds Crowder. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 3. Fires from the line. Cousins, the pass to Che. Got it. Good job in the low post. Che's got his second bucket.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
The pass to Morant. Back to Iguodala. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
That free throw missing.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in, and he sinks the second.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
And here's Che. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Che.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
In the corner, Crowder with it. There's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Che outside. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Morant with it. Che's there. Nice D from Cousins.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Memphis trailing here. Morant passes to Brooks. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Howard comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Green in for Bradley. The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Josh Jackson's checked in for Morant.
Everyone knows Che's a passionate individual, but when the locker room gets tense, he comes with jokes to keep everyone loose.
Pass to Kuzma. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Che outside. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Ooh, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And he recovers it. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Brooks. But he stays with it. Over Green. Brooks misses. Lakers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Che inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che a very difficult guy to defend.
And both free throws good for Che.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in Ja Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild. A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
Hill, no good.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
To the inside, and stolen by Che. Fast break, the Lakers. Green with the ball. Good. And it's Che picking up the assist. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
I tell you what, Jackson is a lot stronger than you realize until you see him up close. Also great at just staying in control and finishing those tough shots.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Last season's performance for him. Put up 8 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Che. Here's Clark. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And stolen by Che. For the finish. And the dunk by Che.
This is what Che gives you. Excellent at both ends.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Clark finds Brooks. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots. Brooks has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. And they double up Che. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Che's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Che outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line. And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Kuzma. Now here's Che. D right on him. Howard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Feeds it to Hill. McGee with the block. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. Here's Howard. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K. Thank you.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm
always. Team swap here for the Lakers. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Anderson, and it's Clark in for Jackson. And Jackson no good on that one. Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development. Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Che, and it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. To the middle, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
To the paint, here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Lakers leading by 18. Shea outside. Green left side. Shea inside. Hill pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Brooks with no one around. And another basket for Memphis.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
On the wing, Che. He's got 26. Down low. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Jackson down low. Davis is on. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Che outside. Pass to Cousins. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise-caliber player.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Here's Jackson. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. To the left side wing. Brooks against Green, and Cousins comes over to help. Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Che inside. Here's Davis. Good. And it's Che picking up the assist. Che's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 6 points in the quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
To the inside, here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Shea with it. Hill's there. And Shea throws it down.
Heat check after heat check. Shea continues to show that this is his night.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Morant. Oh, wow!
Young fella. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now here's Shea. He's covered closely. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. No good from Clark.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Murray's checked in for the Lakers. And it's Morant, that time on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 5 assists tonight.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Here's Cousins. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Shea, you've had no problem creating both for yourself and for your teammates. What's allowed you to have so much success at the offensive end?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Hill, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jackson. Jackson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Andre Iguodala. Howard trying to free himself up. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting three.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Solomon Hill is out there with Clark, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Morant, covered by Shea, lets the 3 fly, sinks the triple. And it's 7 points for Josh Jackson.
And you can see now Jackson starting to shoot that shot with ease. A lot of confidence now flowing through the young fella.
To the middle, Morant with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Hill has the open look. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Goes back up. Shea's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Jackson has the open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shea with the bucket. Shea's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not easy to take that kind of contact and still deliver. Shea is tough.
And stolen by Shea. Another shot, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got 10 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Doubled by Howard. Clark dishes to Brooks. Here's Hill. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Morant. Knocks down the three ball. Morant's got 27.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Kuzma outside. Passes it to Che. Just 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. They get it again. McGee can't cash in from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 20. The feed now to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
Fantastic ball movement. Really unselfish play by Che. But what else is new?
And that one's good. Morant.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it won't fall on the short-range shot from Che.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
.105 left in the third. Hits it from three-point range. Kuzma's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Lakers. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Now the pass to Brooks. Jackson in the corner. Wide open look with the tip, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 11 points.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Now here's Che. Tight defense on him. And the layup's good off the glass. Che's got 7 points for the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here we go. Fast break with Che. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
The shot's good. Che's got 37.
Hustling up court, Che puts a lot of pressure on the defense in transition.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers on top, just dominating this one. And And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Che. And it's Howard in at center. And that one misses. NBA gets headlines daily. You know what it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court. He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Jackson in the corner. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Rondo kicks to Che. Cousins trying to free himself up. And it's Che missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Jackson in the corner. Fires the three. Jackson missing again.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
No good from LeBron. Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's Iguodala missing. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Rondo passes to Che. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that from their perspective.
That's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, this is the Jet here, man. Your fingerprints was all over the game, particularly on the offensive end. What weren't they doing defensively that allowed you to take over?
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us.
Looking good out there. Hey.
Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
You did a lot of distributing today.
It's a lot of things, Patty. Man, I got a lot of gravity.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Fantastic.
Five. Uh-oh. Crossover.
Give me that.
Oh, there it is. All right, 10-10.
Let's go.
Back up, 11-10. All.
Ooh, there you go.
All right, takeover versus takeover. You got a 1-point lead. Here comes
That's all.
AD,
Give me that.
SWAT, gets the ball back.
And
He's going
one.
up.
Let's go.
And one, Mario. I like it. Second person to defeat the 2K
Let's
TV
go.
challenge. I like it. I like it. He's annoying.
Yeah.
This is 2K TV.
Boom.
See you soon.
We out.
Hey, big game tonight. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Good, because this...
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Dallas Mavericks at American Airlines Center. For Dallas, they come into tonight's game after a loss to the Nuggets in Denver. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. Kenny, chance to watch Che, a guy known for not playing in a game once, sat out in protest at Bay City University.
Well, you know what? Che, that was a tough decision. I mean, here's this guy standing up for his teammates. At the end of the day, though, the rest of the team is what matters. These things will take you to another level as a teammate, and people will follow you. Way to go, Che.
Yeah, Che felt this was right at the time. Some things are bigger than the game.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Short a rotation play. Hey, Dave.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps...
Seems like they are, thanks, D.A. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the 5. And for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis, and it's right. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Seth Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. The Lakers also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. Bradley comes in for Green. And Chase subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 9-point game. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Shea drives in, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Brunson, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Lakers leading by 6. Now Che, he picked up 39 points in their last one against Memphis.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
And with the way that Che has played this year, you figured it was a matter of time before they started giving him a larger role on this team. He has moved his way up in that rotation.
He has. Well, the way he's come in, Greg, and helped the team, he's been a big part of that. Much more under control with his decision-making. We can see that. And his play is so much better since the first few times he saw the floor. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. For three, and Doncic gets it to go.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
Shea left side. Powell with the steal. And here's Brunson. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Shea outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
That one's off, still out of sync.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
It's stolen by Bradley. And here we go, fast break with Shea. Count that bucket. Shea's got 6 points.
Body control by Shea allows him to absorb contact without it affecting his shot.
Doncic passes to Curry. Dallas moving it around. Brunson. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles leading by 3. Shea outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson scanning the floor. Curry kicks to Brunson. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas again missing. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. A nice shot by Shea.
I'll tell you, around the basket, Shea has got such a good nose for putting it in the bucket.
Mavericks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Berea, no good. Lakers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Wow, absolutely tremendous finish by Shea.
Curry passes to Berea. From the wing. Curry can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shea outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Curry can't get it to go. Shea left side. And Shea throws it down.
Wow, Shea is absolutely on fire. Works for everything he's got.
The Mavericks trailing. Curry on the wing to stop the drought. Curry with another miss.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to...
Oh, the power on that Fruity!
Wow. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Berea kicks to Curry. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. No good from the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Shea, he's feeling it tonight. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Curry in at the 3. Back to Barea. And a miss there on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
Shea outside. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 15. And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, but fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Barea with a wide open look. Dallas no good that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Lakers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
You know, what's fascinating to me is 4-year players in college can have a great reputation because of the experience they gain, but they can also see their stock fall because they're not talented enough to go after just 1 or 2 years.
LeBron's checked in for Murray.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Shea with it. Powell's there. And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Lakers leading by 18. Shea outside. Porzingis with the block. Wright finds Barea. Outside, Porzingis. A wide open look here for Wright. Another three for Dallas.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Now here's Shea. 25 points in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shea outside. From the baseline. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Dallas. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the foul called on Shea. And that'll... Caldwell Pope against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's Powell. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Kuzma, right side. Caldwell Pope passes to Shea. Kuzma, right side. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Dallas again missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Shea drives in. And he makes good on the layup. Shea's got 12 now in this quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Barea. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Los Angeles holding a very comfortable.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the last few games you have been on fire, and it's carried over to tonight. What's gotten into you these last few games?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Are you? The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Barea's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. Taking a look at the Lakers. Avery Bradley is out there with Shea. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Cousins in at the 5 roaming the paint. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And Shea throws it down.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Shea, that will open up his perimeter game.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Powell, no one around him. Off target with his 3. The Lakers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. The feed to Cousins. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so here is Dallas.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or 2.
Outside, Porzingis takes a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kuzma against Curry. Here's Cousins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Mavericks shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And stolen by Shea. Bucket is good. Shea's got 33.
Yeah, just seeking out the basketball. Shea gets to the other end quickly. What desire.
And stolen by Cousins. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And there are a lot of reasons why Cousins is such a dominant force on the floor. You rarely see his combination of size and skill to it.
No question. This is a big man who has got incredible vision, great passing touch, great shooting touch. You think about it. This is a man who is impossible to move off his path because of his strength. So the combination of those 2 things is truly extraordinary.
No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
He's off on the first. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He hits the second from the line. Here's Barea. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bradley passes to Cousins. Misses the baby hook.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Bradley. Powell kicks to Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one falls for Brunson. That one is no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Che throws it down.
Boy, that's some big-time energy out of Che, simply running the floor, getting an easy opportunity.
Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Brunson, good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And stolen by Che.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it. Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Caldwell Pope brings the double team. A nice shot by Barea.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Che inside. A beautiful reverse layup. Che's got 8 here in the quarter.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. Lakers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball helped. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Here's Curry. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Barea. The pass to Kleba. Barea surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Mavericks have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And so he hits the technical free throw. Murray's checked in for the Lakers. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Now here's Barea. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Kleba. Here's Powell. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Powell's got 7 points.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
And so it's Los Angeles with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contenders. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket. And
Dallas going with a whole new group out there. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Che's subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Marjanovic is out there with Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Barea in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, first rule of pick and roll, you have got to stop the guy with the basketball. Don't let Che get started.
Doncic passes to Barea. Back to Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. Ryan Brokof's checked in for DeLon Wright. And it's Lee in for Jalen Brunson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Che.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Feeds to McGee. On the wing, Che. Passes it to Cook. Che with it, working on Lee. Good D by Lee. And so it's Dallas with it. And J.J. Barea, the bucket on the assist by Lee.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Che inside. And they double up Che. Kicks it to Cook. This one for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Prokop. That 3 off the mark. Che inside. No good with the layup. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Shaq. Great job locking down the W. I saw all roads going through you on the offensive end. You smell barbecue chicken or what?
Yeah, well, who are you, huh? Now, who are you? Jake.
Garbage. No one knows you. No one knows.
All right, bro, peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
No, I'm a leader. I don't need to.
Congratulations to Annoying. He's the second gamer to win the 2K TV challenge, and I'm sure that's annoying to other gamers. I know that was cheesy, but anyway, he's taking Giannis out of the roster for future attempts.
Well, let's take a look at the standings. No LeBron James and no Giannis Antetokounmpo. Those are two powerhouse players that I think a lot of players were depending on to beat the challenge. But per the new rules, they are done. They're out.
So you've been talking a lot of smack on social media.
Hey, there's the guy I'm looking for. How you feeling, Che? You ready to get this W?
You acting weird? I mean, really, you're making it more weird. What's up? Just tell me.
Okay, it's your clothes. They're a problem. You're a star now. You gotta act like one.
What's wrong with my clothes? What's wrong with them? I mean, they're great. I stand by this suit.
Is this thing even tailored? I'm not saying you have to come in here looking like Russell Westbrook with an astronaut helmet and suspenders, but... We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking up. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon.
Great vision, David. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. And when you were playing, did you typically start fast, or did it take a while for you to kind of find your rhythm?
Kevin, I think you're like this. I played 14 years. Those first 8, I got off to great starts. Those last 6, oh, Lord, looks like it was like my feet was in the sand. But usually you get going. The best time to really get going is at the end.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years in running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Mills, and that one drops for him. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. Trey Lyles checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And here's Mills. From 12 feet out. And yes, it's good.
Defensively, you play Mills to set up from range, so he sneaks inside the arc and does damage.
Shea with it. Lyles there. Good work defensively by Gay.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Gay. 6 to shoot. Carroll, no one around him. The Lakers with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And Forbes has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Cousins. Shea's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nobody near Gay. Misses the three. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And the dunk by Shea.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Outside Carroll. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know Carroll's going to be looking for the three. His range helps this offense work.
Shea outside. Here's Howard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
You know, Dwight Howard wants an MVP caliber performer, but age and injuries now affecting him. Still, tremendous, I believe, at rebounding and defending the rim.
The drive by Shea, and Shea throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Forbes the pass to Gay. Mills in the corner, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Gay. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
The drive. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. What is this? The dunk contest? Shea putting up a 10.
.121 left to play here in the first. Mills can't hit.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Shea again. Shea's got 16 points.
I'll tell you, it's a beautiful thing to watch. When Shea gets in a zone, I love it.
Mills looking it over. Shot from free throw range. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Got a hand on it.
You could just see the reach that Carroll has on that defensive play. Nice block.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Mills. Gay in the corner. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Shea dishes to Howard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Forbes has it in the corner. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
This is his bread and butter. Hard to find a young player better than Forbes at shooting off the catch.
It's been all about Shea for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this.
A lot of people ashamed to talk.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Shea. Howard is out there with Murray. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He gets that one. And that's 20 points for Shea.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Now here's Mills. And stolen by Shea. And here we go. Fast break with Shea. And Shea throws it down.
Creating the turnover that started all that. Shea putting in work at the defensive end.
Gay in the corner. Launches it. Cousins pulls it in. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Forbes has got 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Comes up empty down low.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Pass to Mills for the 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 7.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Shea outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Spurs trail by 21. Lyles with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gay, that's good.
And that's just a good-looking shot. Gay's always had a good-looking jumper.
Shea outside. And he gets the bucket. Shea's got 26 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Mills can't hit. Lakers leading by 21. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Murray with it, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that, or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there are some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game. But when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do.
Keep your head on a swivel with DeRozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
Shea left side. Over in the corner, Cousins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. On defense, the Spurs. 19-point game. Davis. And that one is off. Aldridge with some nice D. There are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. The offensive rebound. White, good.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And here's Che, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Che's got 32 points in the game.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Murray with the bounce pass. Double team on Aldridge. Back to Murray. The 11-footer, another one falls for San Antonio.
Murray can quick shoot you, or he can hang in the air longer than you. Makes his jumper difficult to contest.
Shea, right side. And Cousins kicks to Shea. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Davis. A second chance effort. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Murray. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Misses from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Just 4 seconds left here in the second. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shea with it. Aldridge on him. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 16.
Playing inside out, AD is the guy to do it with. Tremendous accuracy in the paint. No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow art, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Good on the second free throw.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his third foul of the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Shea passes to Davis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Aldridge, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Shea outside. And Shea throws it down.
You see the veracity of that finish. Shea does not mess around.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. To the wing on the left. White wide open. He fires. San Antonio again missing.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's 36 points for Shea.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Shea throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Outside, White. The Spurs working the ball around now. Murray, good.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Shea outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che a very difficult guy to defend.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Gay against Davis. Gay is doubled. And it's Aldridge missing. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Che dishes to Davis. Back to Che. San Antonio with the rebound. And there's the pass to Gay.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley, how he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Gay kicks to Mills. Aldridge, the pass to Mills. Back to Aldridge. And here's DeRozan. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 4 assists in the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. It's Bradley on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. James kicks to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Gay. Passes to Forbes. Gay outside.
Don't leave Mills open.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Gay with the defensive effort. Here's Mills. He's got 7. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Aldridge. And DeMar Carroll subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma subbed in for LeBron.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
Fires from 14. They get it back. Here's Cousins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Trey Lyles.
And that's just showing off. DeMarcus with the creativity plus the thunderous force.
San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now here's Mills, covered by Che. Shots good by Lyles. Now Che, and he's got 41. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Che. Count that one. Forbes has got his third bucket of the night.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
The drive by Che and the dunk by Che.
Nice job in screen and roll. Just put the ball in Che's hands and let him go to work.
Mills passes to Lyles. Here's Gay and the jam by Rudy Gay.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's Che missing. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And Mills kicks to Lyles. And Forbes has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Shoots the three. Lyles no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Che left side. Inside. It's stolen by Carroll. Kicks it to Forbes. The three-pointer no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
No good from Cousins.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Pass to Carroll. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Los Angeles leading by 22. Che, right side. Goes back up. Lays it up off the glass. Che's got 45 points.
I like that he's staying active at that offensive end. Che not giving up on that possession.
Mills passes to Lyles. Back to Mills. Pulls up. And the Spurs scoring again.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Che outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Attacking in the lane. Che embracing the physicality of this game.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. Pirtle, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Bradley. And Cousins comes over to help. Pass to Pirtle. He kicks it to Forbes. Back to Pirtle. Banked in off the glass. Pirtle's got 14.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Lakers leading by 21. Rondo passes to Che. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Basket counts. Shay's got 16 points here in the second half. And the pass to Pirtle. Now here's Mills, guarded closely, passes it to Carroll. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Gay. And the shot is good. Gay's got 6 here in this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Shea outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He dishes it to Forbes. Deep 2 from Carroll. No good that time. Pirtle with the steal. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is...
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Well, this place is still buzzing. Looking at Che's offensive outburst, it was incredible. What was going through your mind as that point total kept shooting up?
All right, David, thank you.
How we feeling, Che?
I'm good, Coach. Can't complain.
All right, so look, we like what we've seen out of you the past few games. Attention to detail, execution strong, and your motor's up.
I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you.
You're
I'm a little nervous.
This is a low-scoring game so far.
This is what happens when you have two Laker greats going up against each other.
Barbecue chicken.
All right, let's try to get something going, Kobe. As long as he's not getting dunks at the rim, I'm gonna let him shoot that, and I'm right around you.
Blocked, like you said.
Let's trick him. Come on out. Be behind the back. Go.
It's a nice problem to have, but when you're in the middle of a winning streak this long, it's hard to find fault with the team's play. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try.
Stop hating, Hank.
All right, once again, Hornet, I'm not hating. I'm just practicing tough love. It's because I love this team that I want to find any problems that are flying under the radar and fix them.
That's sleeping dogs lie, Hank.
Look, there's no doubt this team is playing tremendous basketball right now. No
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And in our game today.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Ranking. And nothing.
For most teams...
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench when they're traveling in the locker room? Jay's checked in for the Lakers. And a bit of a first for Che as he was named Player of the Week for the past week. Great performances from him.
And Kevin, how could they not? Oh, did you see that? Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Satoransky looking around. Releases from 15 and no good. Trying to use the glass. To the paint. Now the Lakers on the break. They get the rebound.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And it's White missing. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Lakers. Bradley comes in for Green. Here is Carter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Satoransky. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shea drives in. And Davis can't get it to go.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's Porter and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Anthony Davis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. Dunn's shot's good.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Lakers leading by 3. Shea outside. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Porter passes to Dunn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Drawing fouls, something Chris Dunn did a great job of in college. Nice to see him doing it at the pro level.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit.
Whoa, hammering it in!
What is this? The dunk contest? Shea putting up a 10.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Pacers. Back to Dunn. Valentine wide open, he fires, and again, no good by Chicago. Lakers leading by 3. Shea with it. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Kuzma kicks to Bradley. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good from Cousins. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Covered by Shea. Here's Gafford. Young trying to break free. Shot's good by Gafford.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. The drive by Shea. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Well, you know that Beats is very familiar with using top NBA talent to promote their products. Latest I've heard, they've signed on Shea to be the latest spokesman.
And Beats is tied so closely with the NBA as their official headphones partner. It just makes sense. You've seen guys like LeBron and Draymond and Harden all do Beats commercials, and in a short time, you'll add Shea to that impressive list.
Bulls trail by 5. Porter in the corner. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5 now.
When you talk about the best 3-and-D guys in the league, Porter's a climber on that list.
Shea outside. And the dunk by Shea.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Basket good. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Young. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Porter. Shot, high post. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 7 points in the game.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Shea drives in, and it's blocked. They retain possession. McGee dishes to Cousins. And at last, they get one to fall.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Young passes to Valentine. Back to Young, and it's slammed in by Young.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
His ability to create off the bounce makes Shea a very tough cover.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Young outside. Back to Dunn. Valentine passes to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
Some changes for the Lakers. Murray's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Bradley. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. And here's Che. 16 points for him.
Attacking in the lane. Che embracing the physicality of this game.
The Lakers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Tipped away. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Creating the turnover that started all that. Che putting in work at the defensive end.
Che, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Lakers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, Shea is out there with Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Murray. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Cousins, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Fantastic ball movement. Really unselfish play by Che. But what else is new? Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season. And they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Done outside. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continue to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust and they find their way.
Shea with it. Harkinen on him. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And Dunn with the slam.
In the open court, that's where Chris Dunn can really let loose, creating havoc for the defense.
Shea outside. That one no good. Dunn with some nice D. Right side, Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at his best. Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Shea drives in. Excellent D there from Harkinen. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
Shea, right side, and the shot goes down. Shea's got 22.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dunn passes to Gaffney, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. They trail by 6. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Shea outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Shea a very difficult guy to defend.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Porter. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. Here's White. And the rejection by Cousins. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Carter. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Shea drives in. And he makes that one.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. The Lakers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
And it's Cousins with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. And again, Chicago, no good. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Shea. Lays it up and banks it in. Shea's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. And it's White missing.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Now Shea, 32 points in the game. It's tipped. Murray against Porter. Dunn kicks to Porter. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 12. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. 34 points for Shea.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Come to me, come to me.
Dunn looking over the floor. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. And the dunk by Shea.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home. another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here is Porter. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Drops one in from the wing. Porter's got 9 points in the quarter.
I like this strategy, getting Porter into the catch-and-shoot situation, giving him a chance to make a play.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Shea, a lot of scoring from you in the first half. What are you guys doing offensively that's allowed you to be so successful?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the... The Lakers making a switch here. Shea's checked in. And Shea throws it down.
Heat check after heat check. Shea continues to show that this is his night.
And Chicago has possession. 15-point game. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White is out there with Satoransky, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Up and in on the layup. 40 points for Shea.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Satoransky in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The drive by Shea.
So quick into the lane, and then the huge finish. Shea gives the defenders no time to react.
To the wing right side. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And the Bulls with another miss. Shea inside. And it's good for 2. Shea's got 44.
He is single-handedly carrying this team right now thanks to his terrific scoring performance so far in this game.
Porter finds Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
On the wing, Shea. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And the Lakers making a change here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Young. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
It's deflected. Left side, Porter. And again, Chicago. No good. Shea drives in. Cousins, good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 4 assists now tonight. The Bulls shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. And the foul called on Shea. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Valentine's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Danny Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Shea drives in. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And it's well known, Shea stayed in college all 4 years, which generally gets a bad rap. But every person's path is different.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Passes it to Gafford. Sinks that one from the post. Gafford's got his second basket of the night.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now here's Shea. Defense is right there. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Count it.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
On the wing, Shea. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to McGee. Kuzma, left side. Back to Shea. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for Porter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Shea inside. Second chance shot. Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got his 5th assist in this one. The Bulls shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Young passes to Gafford. And the rejection by Cousins. Shots good from Young. Lakers leading by 21. Now here's Shea. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets the opening shoot shots. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter, and Cousins gets it to go.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Porter looking it over. The shot missing, and the Lakers take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And checking out the numbers for Young. Last year, getting it done. He was around 12 points per game last year. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. And the Lakers call time here.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Shea.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Here's McGee, and the jumper from down low is good. McGee's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And the foul called on Shea. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Screen coming.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Right side, Green. Shea outside. He dishes it to Cousins. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got his 7th assist here tonight. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And it's Dunn in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Dunn's got 10 points.
An area where Dunn continues to work, improving his range, so the defense has to respect him out there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's McGee, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And he sinks the second. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Porter with it. And it's Chicago scoring again.
I mean, that's a great sense of spacing. Porter knows just how much he needs to get a clean look.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Lakers. Green is out there with Shea. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's McGee in at the 4-man position. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. White the pass to Young. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Dunn kicks to Porter. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one and dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. There's something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma.
He's a difficult guy to guard off the bounce. Che catches the defender a little out of position.
He misses the free throw. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Danny Green. Second free throw, no good. You know, Smitty, you watch Market. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You can see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time.
Down low, here's Young. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 19.
He's still got some bounce. Howard there, right place, right time.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. White against Rondo. Marking in from outside. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Count the basket.
And that gentle release on Rondo's floater, when he's making these shots, the D is in trouble.
Dunn up top. He's guarded by Howard. And Markkanen throws it down.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Lakers leading by 19. Shea outside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Dunn dishes to Porter. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Outside, Porter puts up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shea drives in.
We know Che loves to attack, and the defense was weak on that play.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's White. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 8 now on the night. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Lakers leading by 23. Rondo passes to Che. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. And White kicks to Porter. And here is Dunn. Porter in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Can't hit from in close.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
White the pass to Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwight Howard.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Porter mixing it up inside, drawing the foul.
And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Olson. Greg Anthony and Steve Smith and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
What's up, Shaq here. That was one of the best offensive performances I've seen this year. If you can keep it up, I might even give you one of my nicknames.